And actually have some tape to show people why him playing the 5 works really well. If we can roll me my tape, producer.
Oh, you got tape?
I got a little bit of tape because I felt like it was important. So defensively, this is exactly what we're talking about. He's capable. I think, a lot of people say he's injury prone. Well, sometimes you worry about the contact. But look at him alter this shot. Bam. Look at the extension. That's blocking it. Completely. That's volleyball. That's not basketball.
Yeah.
10 feet extension. He's capable to defend the center. I think it's just worried about the bang. But offensively, this is your best course of action. Pick and roll knocks down the mid-range. Look at how everyone knows the ball is going to him because it's barbecue chicken. Great spacing on the weak side. They know he's one-on-one. Help defense is there. Still knocks down a mid-range. That's your 5. That's your center. And these are my favorite plays for positionless basketball and great lineups. Instead of running to the rim, he runs to the three-point line. Not many people in this league can do this. I think we mentioned Victor Wembanyama. That's why we got so excited, because that's what he does. That's what Anthony Davis does when he's healthy and he's feeling confident in his game. So I would say it's just a big conversation about lineups and why this lineup is strategically the best for the Lakers versus identifying this is the specific position I want you in.
Well, it could be something where we see Darvin Ham playing Anthony Davis at the 5 to start a game. Because the thing is, he closed a lot of games at the 5, Rich.
He closed. Look. The ultimate thing here, and like Zach said, it's about floor spacing. Anthony Davis can do whatever he wants. And to Perk's point, yes, this is positionless basketball to a certain degree. We're not running out there with 5 7-footers. We're not running out there with 5 point guards and saying we're playing positionless basketball. There are still areas in which players have to kind of be in so that you understand the way you're going to run your defense, the way you're going to run your offense, how you're going to do things to close games in the fourth quarter. You have to know where the rebounds are coming from, the block shots, the jumpers, all of that stuff. That makes you have a position. And that's where they are best, when he is the primary big to end the game so that he can allow for more spacing for the rest of the guys to work.
Okay, Perk, you're our primary big. What do you think? Go ahead.
But see, we keep talking about who the Anthony Davis is going to have to adjust and how the Lakers may have to adjust when they play a Jokic or an Embiid, which he's not going to play them often, right? He played Jokic 4 times out of the season, Embiid twice. Sometimes you switch it up to make people adjust to you. Like, we're not talking about the matchups that they're going to create for us having teams adjust to them. Here's my thing, right? I'm not knocking anything about for us Anthony Davis being able to have a clear lane of rolling to the basket, getting a couple easy lobs at the baskets and things to that nature. But all I'm saying is, and he said it out his mouth himself, he talked about freedom. Freedom. I need freedom. I need room to operate. Period. Just put me on the floor. I need room to operate.
And the position where he has the most freedom is the 5. And I think that's just bringing those two worlds together.
So Zach?
Yes?
I'm going to circle back to the point you made earlier,
You have a question?
I do have a question. You were saying earlier that you think the ideal situation is that Russell Westbrook comes off the bench. It frees up Anthony Davis. So we're looking at Kendrick Nunn, Patrick Beverley, Austin Reeves as potentially then filling out that starting 5. How do you see that shaking out, sir?
If I were Darvin Ham, I'd start Pat Bev, Kendrick Nunn for some ball handling, LeBron, AD, and a traditional center just to spare AD the banging of a full season at center. Look, the plus-minus numbers, you ran them before. There's no question the Lakers are better off with Anthony Davis at center. The only question is how much they can afford to play that way and whether they have enough two-way wings to build out those lineups. You might have noticed they took a sledgehammer to the supporting cast of two-way wings that won them the freaking championship 2 years ago, and that's been a continuous problem ever since. But look, when AD is on the floor with a traditional center and LeBron, there are too many possessions where he's just wasted standing around the perimeter as a floor spacer who doesn't space the floor. These are all the questions the Lakers are going to have to answer. But when the going gets tough in most matchups, he's going to have to play the 5 at least half his minutes if they're going to be a serious team. And right now, the West is loaded. They got a lot of ground to make up just to get into that conversation.
You know, just for everybody at home, Zach is fired up. He says,
yes.
They got rid of all their freaking small
like a
players.
sledgehammer.
You know Zach is fired up. Just FYI. And it's true.
I'm sorry, it's true.
They got rid of all the small, versatile players that allowed them to win a championship. They did it. They brought in Russell Westbrook, and now all they're talking about, we're missing a bunch of small, versatile players. Well, yeah, you got rid of them all. I'm with you, Zach.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Well,
Can I ask y'all a
yes,
question?
I guess.
We keep talking about the we keep talking about the physicality of the NBA like it's the 90s or the early 2000s. Like we all could agree that the NBA is soft, right? It's more up and down, more fast paced, more scoring. They have taken away the physicality of the game. So when we talk about sparing AD and his body as far as banging, the game is about pick and rolls now. It's not too many bigs that are getting posted up and things to that nature. There's only two that I could think of. You have Karl Anthony Towns, but even he's stretching out on the perimeter. So when I think about you guys saying the physicality and the wear and tear on Anthony Davis' body, it's not that many bigs that he's banging with on a night-to-night basis.
So he only wants to play the 5 so he can, or he doesn't want to play the 5 so that he has more freedom. Now we're just using his words, Perk. He's saying positionless. Perk, we can ask. We're only based off of what he says. He wants more freedom. He believes that the
freedom.
4, he wants the 4.
He said freedom.
True. The 4 allows him more freedom. Correct? Is that what you're saying?
He said he wants to play basketball. Whether it's him pushing the rock,
Well,
doing whatever.
I don't want him to play basketball.
Freedom.
I want him to win a championship, and they won a championship with him playing the 5. Not the whole time, not the whole season, but when they needed to close out, they were him at the 5. They won a championship. If they want to win a championship, they're going to have to see a steady dose of him at the 5. That's my opinion. You can write that down.
All right, get us off the split screen together.
Whatever you say, Perk. If you say so, then there you go. The Lakers will face the Timberwolves tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.